He thought about that. Well, a guy, I think, 43 years old, Gemini, sunsets, if you must know. Reese, she said, this is what you do. One of the best, I'd say probably the best realtor on Oahu, no offense. All you talk about is work. I bore you? Occasionally you mention surfing and golf. I know you like music and smoothies, too. Don't forget smoothies. How profound. She slapped the rail. How brave of you, sir, to share such a deep part of your twisted soul. He turned to her and lifted her chin with his thumb. I like you. I ask about you. Especially when I ask about you. Why do you think that is? He smiled at her. She shook her head. You may think that's cute, but I think you're just trying to get around saying anything real. He stood up straight and scratched his head. I don't know what you want me to say. She put her hand on his shoulder. I feel like I know you, but also that I don't really know you at all. He nodded slightly. I've heard that before. Her hand dropped. Well, I find that strange, and it worries me. Why? Because I like you, you idiot, she said. A lot, obviously. But also, I'm afraid you have secrets. Everyone has secrets. So, tell me one. Well, he leaned on the rail again. I wet the bed until I was in 5th grade. Ew, that's not what I had in mind. It's true, and now I'm embarrassed. Happy? Was that real enough for you? Isn't that like one of the early signs that someone's a serial killer? His eyes shifted away. With her, he felt a stronger romantic potential than any he'd ever known in his adult life. But he realized in that moment that, of course, it wouldn't work out. Because he was doomed. Unworthy of love. I'm going to get some water, she said. I want you to think of something better for when I get back. It's your turn now. You thirsty? No, thanks. Yeah, you'd better not. She laughed. He came back into the bedroom as she walked off through the big house, brand new in every detail. The sound of her bare feet slapping the hallway's polished concrete floor receded from him. I'm sorry, he whispered, thinking of a girl named Lily from his childhood as the memory of his brother in the woods returned. He could see it all so clearly still. He and Ambrose were on their way back from Gibbs Pond as the first flurries fell in what was known in their little part of northern Connecticut as the no-name storm. Caused by 2 nor'easters colliding, it buried the country from Alabama to Maine in March of 1993. That day, as they stepped into the field beside their house at last, they saw Harvey Gindewin's police cruiser in the driveway. And Cale knew in an instant that their family was finished. 2. Ambrose Casey stepped off the porch of his childhood home into a warm fog before dawn. His right boot crunched in what was left of the snow he'd pulled off the roof. It had been through a few cycles since, of melting and freezing again. March. The rest of the lawn was yellowy brown and wet, and he walked across a path of bluestone slabs to a white truck that read Casey Homes on the doors in black script. It was almost a replica of his father's. His wife, Kate, 8 months pregnant with their second child, stood on the porch holding their first. Sadie waved goodbye to her daddy, her fingers opened and folded to her palm like eyelashes blinking. He blew a kiss and smoothed his beard. Reaching for the door handle, he paused and then returned to his family. He laid his palm upon his unborn boy and kissed his daughter again. Love you, Sadie, he said. I want cookie, Dada. Dada wants cookie, too. He eyed his wife. Nope, Kate shook her head. Dada's been a real...